So obviously this isn't the podcast. Obviously this is something completely different than what you're used to. It's not 2-minute topics. Lloyd's obviously not here. I'm just showing you sort of the space that I work in otherwise. Some of you may know me as a photographer. Most of you probably know me from the YouTube channel if you're watching this. But I am also an artist. I'm sure you've heard me and Lloyd talk about on the podcast how we both go to Comic Expo. I have also done airbrushing for a long time, and this is the studio space that I now work in. I used to be in a much larger space that was dedicated with silkscreen equipment and a whole bunch of other stuff, which I still have kicking around, but unfortunately, not this economic turn down, but the last one, I had to downsize. I had to get rid of that space, which was unfortunate because it had a beautiful floor. It was nicely insulated and all that kind of stuff. It was a great open studio and it was great. Now I'm sort of jammed in a little corner. It's not a completely dedicated workspace. I do have the downdraft table here that I work on and do my airbrushing on, but it's not quite the same, but it's still good. And I mean, I can still accomplish quite a bit of stuff here. I just can't do full-size vehicle sprays, for example. Not gonna work. But I can still adequately work on motorcycles, goalie masks, guitars, and so on. There you go. That's my downdraft table, where I sit and do the majority of my work. It's basically filtered. It's got some charcoal filter there, and it's got a good powered fan that basically extracts a lot of the particulate. So that's basically it. This is where I work. Good amount of time. I've got the vast majority of materials here. You know, we've got other stuff kicking around that we utilize, airbrushes, cups, all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. You know, paint, more stuff. I'm still mostly using Auto Air, which is a water-based paint. And then of course, for the majority of outside stuff, we've got the iron lac. So this we use for large-scale murals. So yeah, that's basically the space. So the plan is to actually come out here and possibly record some of the work. Now I can't make any promises how often that's gonna be, what it's gonna entail, if it's just gonna be me working or if it's gonna be tutorial based. That's the plan anyways, to maybe do some stuff out here, maybe do time lapse, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if it's something that would be interesting for you to watch. So if this would be interesting, let me know, and we'll definitely record some of this stuff, because this is what I do any other time when I'm not recording the podcast. Projects here and there, some of it not so exciting, some of it, I don't know, might be exciting to you, might not be. But anyways, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Of course, you naturally get the podcast, 2-minute topics here. We're gonna throw some other stuff in for a little while, but until then, we'll see you later. Cheers.